All right, so we open up September with the full moon in Pisces at 10 degrees. So again, with the full moon, we are looking at the opposition between the moon in Pisces and the sun in its opposite sign of Virgo. As we were talking about in the lunar nodes, you know that Pisces is about flow and freedom and relaxation and connection to the divine, whereas Virgo is about efficiency and practicality and grounding. So full moons are generally a time of completion in this lunar cycle from where we had Pisces new moon 6 months ago. And it's an important day for integration just because there's so many other things happening cosmically. Generally, on a full moon, we give thanks for and celebrate everything that has come into fruition. And we also let go of expectations and forgive things that might not have gone our way. So while you are doing your full moon ritual or your release ceremony, I want you to be thinking about all of the powerful energies that are kind of tugging this day that the sun and moon are sitting opposite of each other in Pisces and Virgo. If we just look at the sun and the moon, they are asking us to simplify and organize our life and our business and the energies so that we can become more efficient and in flow. Right? But also that day, we have Venus shining opposite of Saturn in Cancer and Capricorn. So these two opposing energies, Venus about connection and love and attraction, and Saturn about restriction and discipline and responsibility, right? All these two energies are tugging against each other also, asking us, where do we need to bring security into our lives to be fiercely protective of our security, our emotional security on a personal level, in our business, as well as on a collective level, right? And so how can we also then take this and not just, look for security for ourselves, but to also fight for the security for others, right? How can we fight for security and love for all? At the same time, during this full moon, we still have Mars in Aries squaring Saturn plus Venus. Oh my gosh, so much energy, so much potential for creative, I want to say creative friction, right? We can look at it as like, being a highly emotional day, right? We can look at it as being kind of a rather intense day because we have all of these strong, traditionally quote unquote bad transits, but squares and oppositions have just so much energy to actually make change happen. So while your emotions may be riding high and you might have flashes of doubt and fear, I want you to really hone in and be mindful of this energy so that it doesn't catch fire, and instead you can really focus this energy to communicate and express yourself wholly, okay? Wholly from the Virgo aspect, holistically, mind, body, and spirit. Because ultimately what we're doing here is that we're distilling all of the things, all of our Pisces ideals and empathy and compassion, and maybe it feels all too much, but it's so needed so that we can be more efficient and in flow in our lives and businesses. Whew. Well, I think that's all I have for you today. I know it's a lot. Find me on Instagram or on Facebook at The Savvy Luminary, where I give more day-to-day astrological events so that you can work with the energies instead of against them in your life and business. Also, if you want a PDF calendar of all of the Astro events in September, or a downloadable link for your Google Calendar, head over to Patreon patreon.com/thesavvyluminary to get your September calendar. Lastly, remember we have Mars retrograde coming up, and I am hosting a Mars retrograde masterclass on Tuesday, September 8th. Please sign up. It's a pay what you can class. You can find the link at thesavvyluminary.com/Mars. Mahalo for listening to this brand new podcast. If you enjoyed learning about astrology for entrepreneurs, help me spread the word by sharing this podcast with your business besties, and hop over to The Savvy Luminary for links to episode notes and our free Facebook community where you can send me questions about astrology or branding, as well as connect with other like-minded businesses.